have more now on the breaking news out of New Zealand. 49 people are confirmed dead in shootings at 2 mosques in Christchurch. Just devastating news to wake up to this morning. And we are hearing from witnesses now who are describing what they saw.
He just came in, he was shooting ad hoc.
Joining us for more on this is CTV public safety analyst Chris Lewis. Thank you for being here on such a devastating morning, Chris. And now, the story, of course, very much developing. We're kind of getting news as it happens. We do know that one person has been charged with murder. It seems very quick for that to have happened. What is your sense of how this investigation is unfolding and the significance of that charge coming so early?
Well, obviously, if the charge came that quickly, they've got good evidence. It's not they've got enough.
Well, Boeing is hosting aviation officials from around the world today. This is all in a bid to restore industry confidence. It is going to be a tough sell, though. There was another incident involving a 737 MAX 8 jet.
Tower Southwest 8701. We just lost our right engine. Need to declare emergency.
One of those grounded jets had to make an emergency landing in Florida. It was actually being flown to storage. A pilot reported an issue with one of the engines shortly after taking off. It had to turn back to Orlando. No passengers on board, no injuries either. Boeing is promising to have a software fix ready for the planes this week. A preliminary report on the Ethiopian Airlines crash is also expected in the coming days.
Well, certainly the candidate under the most pressure in this by-election is Jagmeet Singh. He, of course, is the federal NDP leader. But a lot of people, including former NDP leader Tom Mulcair, say that if he does not win this by-election, it will be very difficult for him to continue on as the federal NDP leader. Now, this riding has actually only existed since 2012. It has been held by the NDP ever since then. But in the 2015 federal election, the NDP candidate only won this riding by 547 votes, so it was very close. And a lot of people are saying that we should expect another close race.
Roses are red, violets are blue, and now there's a new way to get an I love you. And while it may be coming from an invisible boyfriend or girlfriend, people are still buying in. But it's not cheap. A month of service with an invisible boyfriend or girlfriend will set you back $25. That gets you 100 text messages, 10 voicemails, and 1 handwritten note.
I've had these ideas, invisible girlfriend and invisible boyfriend, for almost 9 years. I bought the domains when I was newly divorced, realized how much judgment there is for people who are single.
The site is just 3 months old, but already has over 60,000 users. About 63% of them are women.
Hello? Oh, hi, Mom. I'm just hanging out with my boyfriend. My invisible boyfriend, that is.
People who are getting tired of being asked by mom and dad if they're dating, folks who are getting hit on at work.
So what makes the perfect invisible partner?
One that I hear from all the time and says thoughtful things and brings me candy maybe, or sends me candy. I'm okay with that.
But others aren't convinced.
Seems a little lonely.
Interactions that happen on a day-to-day basis are happening online, over phones, through Facebook messages and things like that. So this is an opportunity for people to fine-tune those skills.
Skills that can then be transferred from those invisible relationships to real ones. Priya, Sam, CTV News, Halifax.
And she looked at me, she said, I should wait soon.
Oh, okay, well, that's good. Yeah. You're barking up the right tree.
Oh, they are good, Priya, Sam.
Going home now.
I'm sorry, that one was a little rough.
Finish the show without me, with you and your puns.
He's wagging his tail on his way out. I can see it. The Canadian Down Syndrome Society is aiming for the first time to have people with Down syndrome put on the endangered species list. Their newest campaign is a video featuring people with Down syndrome dressed up as threatened species. And one of our guests this morning is Joshua McDonald. He is the rhino in the video. We're going to show you some of that later. And he's joined by his mother, Karen. And we also have Ben Tart with the Canadian Down Syndrome Society. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So, Joshua, I want to start with you. You're one of the actors in this video. How did you feel when you were doing it?
It feels amazing. I love it. It feels amazing. I love it. And yeah, I love it.
Okay, so you enjoyed being part of the video, and you know a lot of our viewers are just meeting you for the first time right now. What do you want people to know about you?
I want people to know that I'm beautiful, amazing, I'm strong and brave, I'm beautiful, I'm wonderful.
You're certainly all those things. I was saying earlier, your smile is just stealing everyone's hearts in the studio here today. So thank you for being here. Karen, what can you tell me about some of the challenges that Joshua and others living with Down syndrome face?
Yes, they face some real challenges when it comes to employment, when it comes to housing and education. There's just not enough. There's a lack of funding for all three. And so it's very difficult. Joshua's 22. He's at that age now where he's looking for work, and there's not enough help for him to look for employment out there and to have that bridge between the adult with the special needs and the company.
And Josh, I was hearing earlier that you do have some career goals. What would you like to do?
Well, of course, I would be the best weather guy.
Yes, I heard about that. Okay, so after this, we're going to take you for a little trip to the Weather Center, and we'll take a look.
All right.
Thank you all so much for being here today and sharing your stories.
We appreciate it.